Hey guys, PlayStation Fever here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to go ahead and talk about the possibilities of having a new Call of Duty game on the PlayStation Vita. So, as you know, Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified was the first and essentially almost the last Call of Duty game released on the PlayStation Vita. The game got pretty bad reviews considering the fact that the multiplayer was alright, it wasn't that good, it wasn't as intriguing, the campaign sucked in my opinion, the graphics and the sound effects were pretty bad. But beyond the bad reviews and how it performed, the game sold a lot, and even today is still played by a lot of people. More than anything, it's because of that familiar name. You know, it has familiar weapons, it does have familiar maps, and the control scheme works pretty good. But other than that, the game kind of wasn't as good as it should have been because it's on the PlayStation Vita. It had more potential than maybe a PSP. But a lot of people are still speculating, hoping that there would be a new Call of Duty game on the PlayStation Vita. So it was in 2002 that we got it alongside Black Ops 2. And it wasn't Black Ops 2. It was kind of like between the first one and the second one. And the developing team that made that no longer exists, but they never really worked with Treyarch, which are the guys that made Black Ops. And so that's kind of the issue with that how lack of communication both studios had, and that's why it didn't perform as much as it should. And the fact that it wasn't really high publicized, or Sony or Activision or the studio that made Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified didn't even say much about it until like later on, like 2 weeks before it was going to be released. And by that time, it just didn't really perform as much as it should. And, I'm not a huge fan of Call of Duty. I mean, I've played the games like Modern Warfare 2. I played that a lot back in those days, though. But I know that there's a lot of people that love first-person shooters, and especially Call of Duty. And with Advanced Warfare and a new Call of Duty coming out each and every year, you would hope that maybe we would get a new, maybe refreshed Call of Duty that actually would work better. The game that I like that's a first person really much is Borderlands 2 and Killzone Mercenary. Killzone Mercenary is its own actually exclusive game on the Vita. Borderlands 2 already came out to the PS3 and Xbox 360, so it's not really new or anything like that. But Killzone Mercenary works really well. It plays on the PlayStation TV and all that. And I love the game. I mean, the graphics, the weapons, everything about that, though. But someone that doesn't or isn't familiar with the Killzone scheme, because it's a little different than Call of Duty, I'll tell you that much by experience. That in Killzone, it feels more like heavy duty, while in Call of Duty, it's more like lightweight, like you can move around really quickly. And so that's the thing about why people love Call of Duty, and again, it's because it's a familiar franchise, it's a familiar weapons, this, and that. And the PlayStation Vita, and I've said this so many times, has a lot of potential. It has a lot that a lot of developers aren't really tapping. And one of the things is because of sales. Developers see that the PlayStation Vita isn't like, selling a gajillion billion units, so that's where they're like, there's no point in making that. And I'm going to go ahead and blame Sony as well, because this is their project, this is their baby in a sense, and they're not really investing on getting developers excited, giving them incentives to actually develop games on the PlayStation Vita. And I just, honestly, with the way that the Vita is controlled by Sony, the fact that more than anything there's more indie games on the Vita, there's a lot of other games, but that's a different topic for a different video though. But ultimately, I just don't I just don't see Call of Duty coming to the PlayStation Vita anytime soon again. And that's sad, because for a popular franchise like what Call of Duty is, it could have definitely helped out the PlayStation Vita. Minecraft, I've been looking, a lot of people have been playing the PlayStation Vita, have even commented, oh, I'm going to get a Vita just for Minecraft. And those that actually got Call of Duty or love Call of Duty would probably get it if they made a legit, more satisfactory Call of Duty game on the PlayStation Vita. So at the moment, I wouldn't expect to see an Advanced Warfare on the Vita. It would be nice. You can use remote play, and that's what Sony says, but come on, it's not something I would really use on the long term though. But that's my discussion. What do you think? Would you want to see a Call of Duty on the PlayStation Vita, a brand new one, or do you think that it's never going to exist again? Leave in the comment section below. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter Fever once again, Instagram PlayStation_Fever, and my Facebook PlayStation Fever. And till the next one, guys.